second part of the solution lecture of assignment 13.3. In this section we are going to see some problem related with the multiplication rule. So without wasting time, let's go for the question. Let's see the first question. Our question is like y is equal to x cube into sin x. As you can see, we have two different functions of x in multiplication. So we have to apply the multiplication rule for differentiating the whole term, right? Okay, let me show you how. Let's differentiate with respect to y. So in multiplication rule, first function will as it is. We have to differentiate the second function plus, now our second function will remain as it is. We have to focus on the differentiation of first function. Okay, now let's simplify. X cube is as it is. We have to differentiate sin x, which will be cos x, plus sin x will remain as it is. We have to focus on the differentiation of x cube, which is 3x square, right? For more simplification, we can take x square common, so it will be x cos x plus 3 sin x. So tada, this is your final answer. Let's quickly move to the second question. Y is equal to x cube into e raised to x. So here we have polynomial and exponential functions in multiplication. So to differentiate it with respect to x, we have to apply the multiplication rule, and we know that multiplication rule, first function as it is, we have to focus on the differentiation of second term, then second term will as it is, we will differentiate the first term. Okay, now in first term, x cube is as it is. We have to differentiate e raised to x. We know that differentiation of e raised to x is e raised to x plus e raised to x as it is. We will differentiate x raised to 3 using x raised to nth differentiation. It will be 3x square, right? So if we want to simplify, let's take e raised to x and x square common, so it will be x plus 3, right? So tada, this is the answer. In question number 3, we have x square into e raised to x into log x. Here we have three different functions in multiplication. Let me show you how you can differentiate this kind of multiplication. It's quite easy. First of all, first two functions will as it is. We just have to differentiate the third term plus first and third term will be as it is. Let's differentiate the second term plus second and third term will be as it is, and we have to differentiate the first term. Okay, simple. કોઈ બી એક ફંક્શનનું ડિફરન્શિએશન કરો, બાકીના બંને એઝ ઇટ ઇઝ. પછી વન બાય વન એક એક ટર્મનું ડિફરન્શિએશન કરતા રહેવાનું, બાકીના ટર્મ્સ એઝ ઇટ ઇઝ પ્લેસ કરવાના. ઓકે, ચલો. Now in first step, first term, x square and e raised to x is as it is. We have to differentiate log x, and we know that the differentiation of log x is 1 by x plus x square and log x is as it is. We have to differentiate e raised to x, and the differentiation of e raised to x is e raised to x plus e raised to x and log x is as it is. We have to differentiate x square, so we know that differentiation of x square is 2x. So tada, this can be accepted as your answer. But if you want to simplify, you can say it will be x e raised to x plus x square log x e raised to x plus e raised to x log x into x 2 times. Yes, this can be your final answer. Okay. Now let's quickly move to the fourth question, in which we have x raised to n into 10x. And as you know, we have to apply multiplication rule for differentiation, right? Okay, so x raised to n is as it is. We have to differentiate 10x in first term, then 10x will as it is. We have to differentiate x raised to n, right? So let's do it. X raised to n as it is. Differentiation of 10x is sec square x plus 10x is as it is. Differentiation of x raised to n is n into x raised to n minus 1. Ta-da! Let's accept this as your final answer. Next question, question number 5. We have x raised to n into log x with base a, not e, right? So we should get log x with the base of e, right? And for that we are going to need the property of log, and here they are. We need to change the base, and for that we are going to use the fourth property shown here. Okay, and during this process x raised to n will be as it is. So let's use this property, fourth one, and it suggests that we have to split log x with base e upon log a with base e, right? Okay, now this log a base e is the purely constant term. So when we are differentiating the function with respect to x, this log a, no need to mention base e now, it will be remain as it is. We just have to focus on the differentiation of x raised to n and log x. Okay, and you know that here we have two functions in multiplication, so we should apply the multiplication rule, right? Okay, so let's apply the multiplication rule. X raised to n as it is. We have to focus on the differentiation of log x in first term plus log x will be as it is. We are going to differentiate x raised to n in second term, right? One by one. Okay. Let's simplify. 1 upon log a is still remain as it is. X raised to n as it is. Differentiation of log x, we know that 1 by x plus log x is as it is. Differentiation of x raised to n is n x raised to n minus 1, right? So yes, we complete the differentiation. If we want to more simplify, 1 power of x will cancel out, so we can proudly take x raised to n minus 1 common upon log a. Within the bracket, our first term will be 1 plus n log x. So tada! This is the final answer. So let's move to the question number 6, in which we have y is equal to x cube plus x square plus 1 into sin x. So it's but obvious that we should apply multiplication rule for differentiating with respect to x, right? So without wasting time, let's apply. Our first term, which is the whole bracket, will be as it is. We are going to differentiate sin x first plus sin x will as it is. Now it's time to differentiate x cube plus x square plus 1, right? So let's do it. X cube plus x square plus 1 is as it is. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. So let's write down cos x over here, plus sin x will be as it is. Differentiation of x cube, x square and 1 can be done. 3x square plus 2x, and 1 is the pure constant term, so it will be 0. So tada! You can say this is your final answer. Okay. Question number 7. We have sin x into cos x, and without wasting time, let's differentiate and apply multiplication rule. Sin x will be as it is, differentiation of cos x, and cos x will be as it is, differentiation of sin x, right? And sin x is as it is, differentiation of cos x, as we know, is minus sin x. And in second term, cos x is as it is, differentiation of sin x is cos x. So we can say first term is minus sin square x plus cos square x. Let me rearrange the term so you can remember the proper formula. Cos square x minus sin square x is basically cos 2x, right? So tada! We complete our question number 7. Now we will move to the question number 9, in which we have x square sin x into log x. So here we have 3 different functions in multiplication, but don't worry, we know how to handle them, right? Let's differentiate. In first term, we are going to differentiate only log x, rest of the term will be as it is, plus in second term we will focus on the differentiation of sin x, rest of the term will be as it is, and we don't have to forget about the first term, नहीं तो है ना खोटू लागी जाए बिचारा ना, आके ना एनो भी differentiation तो चाहिए, right? Okay, so let's do as we plan. X square and sin x is as it is, differentiation of log x is 1 by x, plus x square and log x is as it is, differentiation of sin x, we know that, cos x, plus sin x and log x is as it is, differentiation of x square is 2x, and tada! This is your final answer. You can simplify if you want. Okay, so we reach to the question number 10. હવે તેવું લાગે છે કે multiplication rule આવડી ગયો, હા કે ના? Yes. So let's see question number 10, in which we have x raised to 5 into e raised to x plus x raised to 6 and log x. Here we have 2 different terms, first term and second term. In first term we have 2 functions in multiplication, in second term we have 2 functions in multiplication, right? So be careful whenever you differentiate this kind of a combined functions. Okay, let's try to differentiate. First of all, we will differentiate first term, and in differentiation of first term we have x raised to 5 into e raised to x, right? Okay, and then d by dx of second term, in which we have multiplication of x raised to 6 and log x, right? Okay, so let's differentiate the first term, in which we have to apply multiplication rule. X raised to 5 will as it is, differentiation of e raised to x, plus e raised to x will as it is, differentiation of x raised to 5, right? This is your first term, plus now second term, x raised to 6 as it is, we have to differentiate log x, plus log x will as it is, differentiation of x raised to 6, right? This is the second term's differentiation. Okay, now let's do as we plan. X raised to 5 is as it is, differentiation of e raised to x is e raised to x, plus e raised to x as it is, differentiation of x raised to 5. is 5x raised to 4. This is our first bracket plus the second bracket, x raised to 6 as it is, differentiation of log x is 1 by x, plus log x will as it is, differentiation of x raised to 6 is 6x raised to 5. Ta-da! You can simplify this if you want, but here we will accept this as your final answer. Now we reach to the question number 11. बहुत खतरनाक question है. We have two brackets. In first bracket we have x sin x plus cos x, and in second bracket we have x cos x minus sin x. So here we have two brackets in multiplication, and bracket ની અંદર भी બહુ બધી વસ્તુઓ છે. ગભરાયા વગર આપણે ક્વેશ્ચન સ્ટાર્ટ કરીએ. હા, બ્રેકેટ ઉપર કરી નાખો તો વધારે સિમ્પ્લિફિકેશન કરીને પછી સમ કરી શકાય, બટ હું ડાયરેક્ટ કરવાનો ટ્રાય કરું. ઓકે, so let's try to differentiate with respect to x. We are going to apply multiplication rule between these two brackets. So we know that our first bracket will be as it is. We are going to differentiate the second bracket plus our second bracket will remain as it is. We have to differentiate our first bracket. Okay, okay, let's do this again. X sin x, first bracket plus cos x is as it is. Let's differentiate this second bracket. Now in second bracket we have x into cos x. So to differentiate this term, we again have to apply the multiplication rule. Oh my god, x is as it is, differentiation of cos x, let me put it direct, minus sin x plus cos x will as it is, differentiation of x, which will be 1. Okay, now the differentiation of second term, sin x differentiation is cos x. So here we successfully differentiate our second bracket. Okay, but now it's time for second term plus our second bracket is as it is. We have to focus on the first bracket. Okay, oh my god, first bracket na first term ma bhi x into sin x. We have to apply multiplication rule. X as it is, differentiation of sin x is cos x plus sin x is as it is, differentiation of x is 1 plus differentiation of cos x is minus sin x, right? Oh, finally thank you. Chalo simplify karo. First this bracket is as it is. Now cos x minus cos x will cancel out, so here we will get only a minus x sin x plus, again this bracket is as it is, sin x is cut, so the remaining term is x cos x. Finally we get some simplified form, right? Okay, but समझो बाकी है मेरे दोस्त. Let's take x common and multiply sin x. So here we will get minus x sin square x minus sin x cos x. Okay, plus now it's time to multiply cos x. So it will be x cos square x minus sin x cos x. Okay, so here you can see we can take x common from this and third term, right? So it will give us cos square x minus sin square x, which will become cos 2x, and minus sin x minus sin x cos x minus sin x cos x will become minus 2 times sin x cos x. If you want, you can say it is sine 2x. Okay, so here we will get our final and simplest answer. Ta-da! Let's do another khatarnak question. Question number 12. It is also multiplication of two brackets. First one, x sine x plus cos x, and the second one is e raised to x plus x square into log x. Oh, અઘરો પડવાનો એવું લાગી રહ્યું છે. કઈ વાંધો નહીં, ચલો હિંમત રાખીને આપણે સમ તો કરીએ. We have two brackets in multiplication, so we have to apply multiplication rule. We know that in multiplication rule, our first bracket remain as it is. First of all, we are differentiating our second bracket, and then plus our second bracket remain as it is. We have to differentiate the first bracket. Phew! Chalo, પહેલું તો multiplication to લગાડી દીધું. As we plan, our first bracket is as it is. We have to focus on the differentiation of second bracket. Okay, chalo. E raised to x differentiation, e raised to x plus differentiation of x square into log x. We should apply multiplication rule. Again, x square differentiation of log x is 1 by x plus log x as it is, differentiation of x square is 2x, right? Okay, let's move forward. In second term, our second bracket is as it is. We just have to focus on the differentiation of first term. Okay, x into sin x. Oh my god, we have to apply multiplication rule again. X as it is, differentiation of cos sin x is cos x plus sin x is as it is, differentiation of x is 1. And now it's time to differentiate cos x plus differentiation of cos x is basically minus sin x. Phew! Yeah, we complete the differentiation. We can accept this as your final answer. Simplest તો ના કહી શકાય, પણ final answer તો accept કરી શકાય. Okay? Next question, question number 13. It also have two brackets. First one, 1 minus 2 tan x, and second one have 5 plus 4 sin x. And as you know, to differentiate it, we have to apply multiplication rule. So let's do it. Our first bracket is as it is. We have to focus on the differentiation of second bracket plus our second bracket as it is. We have to differentiate the first bracket. Okay, so let's do it. Our first bracket as it is. Let's differentiate this second bracket. 5 is the pure constant term, so its differentiation will be 0. 4 is in the multiplication of sin x, so 4 will as it is, differentiation of sin x is cos x plus our second bracket is as it is. Let's differentiate first bracket. Okay, differentiation of 1 is 0. 2 is in the multiplication of tan x, so we have to focus on the differentiation of tan x, which is sec square x, right? So yeah, we complete the differentiation. Now we just have to open the bracket. So 4 cos x 1s are, so you can simplify. We will accept this as your final answer. Ta-da! Our next question is question number 14. 1 plus x square into cos x. एकदम easy peasy लागी रहो है. To differentiate with respect to x, we just have to apply multiplication rule. So let's do it. 1 plus x square is as it is. We will differentiate cos x first. Then cos x will remain as it is. We will differentiate 1 plus x square. Right? So let's do this. 1 plus x square as it is. Differentiation of cos x is minus sin x plus cos x will be as it is. Differentiation of 1 will be 0 and differentiation of x square will be 2x. So let's open the bracket. Minus sin x minus x square sin x plus 2x cos x can be accepted as the final and the simplest answer. Ta-da! Ekdam easy peasy hai to. Let's quickly move to the question number 15, which is y is equal to sin square x, or basically we can say sin x into sin x, right? So we can easily apply multiplication rule. Our red sin x will as it is, we will differentiate green sin x plus, now green sin x will as it is, we will focus on the differentiation of red sin x, right? So in first term we will get red sin x as it is, differentiation of green sin x is green cos x plus green sin x is as it is, differentiation of red sin x will be red cos x, right? But sin x and cos x are the same terms, so sin x cos x plus sin x cos x is 2 times sin x cos x. Ta-da! We get our final answer. If you want more simplification, you can also say this is your sin 2x. Okay? Now let's see question number 16, in which we have log x base x square. Personally, this question is my favorite question. Basically, we have to simplify it first, right? So we are going to need the property of log. So here it is. First of all, we should get base e, right? Okay, so let's use the fourth property. Okay, so let's plate this. First of all, we will get log x base e upon log x square base e, right? So now we get base e. Now we have to simplify. Okay, so this log x square, this power can be get into the multiplication using the third property, right? So it will be like this log x in the numerator will as it is, we will get 2 log x, and voila, we have log x upon log x. We can cancel out them. So we will get y is equal to 1 by 2. And remember, we have to differentiate it, right? So dy by dx is the differentiation of 1 by 2, which is purely constant term. So we just have to put simply 0. Ta-da! Now we reach to the question number 17. Y is equal to e raised to x into log root x can be written as x raised to 1 by 2, right? And the third term is log x. Now here we should simplify the second term, log x raised to 1 by 2, right? And for that we need the property of log. Here it is. We should multiply the power with the log, right? We can do this. So let's use the third property. So first and the third term is as it is, but this 1 by 2 power will come in the multiplication rule, right? So it will be 1 by 2 log x. Basically this 1 by 2 is the constant term, so we don't have to worry about it. Okay, now we have 3 different functions in multiplication. So during the differentiation, 1 by 2 is as it is throughout the sum. Now let's apply multiplication rule for the 3 terms. Start करिए अपने last term ना differentiation थी. In that step, first and second will be as it is. So we can say we'll just differentiate tan x in first term. In second term, log x ने chance आपिए. So e raised to x and tan x will be as it is. We will differentiate log x in second term plus log x and tan x as it is. We just have to differentiate e raised to x in third term. Okay. So the final answer will be like e raised to x log x, and differentiation of tan x is sec square x plus e raised to x tan x, and differentiation of log x is 1 by x, plus in third term we have log x tan x, and differentiation of e raised to x is e raised to x itself. So tada, this is your final answer. Now we reach to the last question of the second part. Y is equal to x cube into e raised to x into cos x. We have three different functions in multiplication and we know how to deal with it, right? Okay, but here I am going to skip the middle step and going to differentiate directly. Let me show you how. Here, whenever we have to apply multiplication rule, we know that first two term is as it is, we have to differentiate the last term. So differentiation of cos x, I am going to put directly minus sin x, plus first and last term will as it is, I am going to differentiate e raised to x, and we know that differentiation of e raised to x is e raised to x itself, plus now it's time for x cube. E raised to x and cos x will be as it is, differentiation of x cube, you can do it directly, 3x square. So tada, answer in just one step. થોડી પ્રેક્ટિસ કરશો તો તમે બી આ રીતે ડાયરેક્ટ ડિફરન્શિએશન કરી શકશો. ઓકે.